All right, what's up, people? So, I'm just gonna like wing it. I'm just gonna like rant a little bit. Um, so yeah, I mean, I don't know if we are in a simulation, right? And that was just because simulation is a theory. We don't know for sure if you're in a simulation. Um, so if we're not in a simulation, then we're just dealing with advanced evil aliens, right? From higher dimensions, and these beings could be more intelligent than humans, more intelligent, more advanced than humans, like how humans are more intelligent, advanced than animals, right? And they prey on animals. They could be preying on us as well, right? And they're more intelligent, more advanced than us. So that's probably what's happening. That explained all my, why they're tormenting us for 30 years and ruined my life. Um, so like I said, they didn't prevent everything. Like they ruined our health. That was never fixed. The only thing they prevent were like the serious things that got people like seriously hurt or killed, like me or someone else. But yeah, they ruined our health. That was never fixed. Um, so yeah, I think this is like a luge farm. It is a luge farm because just like how like how we raise cows, chickens, and pigs to be food, right? To be slaughtered for food, right? I think these aliens are doing the same with us humans. Because like I said, they're more intelligent, more advanced than us, right? So like this could be like a giant farm for them, right? Giant human farm for them. I don't know, or maybe they're just like going from planet to planet and just preying on the beings there, right? So because I think they took me to other planets. I don't know. Um, so yeah, you know how I was talking about what you might call it. I was talking about the aliens in higher dimensions, right? So let's look at that. Right. So according to people who claim to be experts on higher dimensions, they're saying like the aliens in higher dimensions have these, powers like able to time travel, right? Move freely through time and to other universes and other dimensions, other galaxies. Um, I'm not sure that's true, but these aliens, they were able to time travel. All right, they do look like they're from a different higher dimension, and they were tormenting us. Like I said, I think for Life Force Energy, Siphon, Harvest, right? So, um, just like how we slaughter animals and then to consume them, right? These aliens, higher dimensions, are tormenting animals like humans, and then sucking, harvesting their energy. Okay, so that's what's happening. I think that's what's happening with me and many others our whole lives, right? So, like I said, that's if we're not in a simulation. Um, so yeah, I mean, maybe like I said, maybe they do have the ability to time travel. So like this guy was saying, the aliens in the fourth
As
dimension.
we proceed.
So this guy was saying aliens in the fourth dimension have the ability to move freely through time, right? So they can time travel to the past or to the future, or etc. So they can get you brutally hurt and killed, prevent it from happening. Like I said, that's what I said. That's what I was saying, right? They're doing to us. Um, but so I said before, maybe like they need. But I remember they had like spaceships, right? They have advanced technology, so maybe. So I thought they were using like their spaceships to time travel, but maybe it is like like some kind of innate ability, right? Some natural born ability for them. Like they can move freely through time because they're from the fourth dimension. We're in a third dimension, right? So they're not um how do you say that? Right, so they're not obstructed or blocked from moving through time, right? Because they're from fourth dimension, we're third. So if we're here in third dimension, we're obstructed and blocked from moving freely through time, right? But beings in higher dimensions, fourth dimension, are not obstructed, right? So, and like I said, that explains why the energy, right? Because they're from higher dimensions or other dimensions. So, just like Robin Rose said, right? said in his book Far Journey, and then you have Salvador Freixedo, who all said the same thing. It said transdimensional aliens siphoning our energy. We're on a human farm, right? I mean, that makes sense. Um, yeah, so maybe we are like, you know, so we're not on top of the food chain, okay? And that makes sense, right? That makes a lot of sense because most animals prey on each other, right? And aliens are just animals from other worlds, all right? And some of them could be, you know, more intelligent than us, more intelligent, more advanced than us. So some of them, and some, so that's the one preying on humans, right? That's one able to prey on humans. That's one's able to travel to our world and prey on us. Now, I'm not saying all aliens would want to eat us. I'm just saying like some of them do. Like some of them would want to eat us, right? So yeah, I remember they took me to other worlds, dimensions that we were able to travel to, and they're preying on the beings there as well. So, doing the same to beings in other worlds. So why would praying to Jesus Christ stop demon possession and abductions? I'm not sure. Maybe Jesus is one of these beings in higher dimensions, so they're afraid of him, right? Or maybe, maybe they're just using religion to control us. So now, like I said, this is if we're not in a simulation, right? Because I'm not sure if we are or not in a simulation. So like this is if we're dealing with advanced aliens, if we're not in a simulation, then I think this is what's happening. Like we're dealing with aliens in higher dimensions, advanced aliens, higher dimensions who are preying on humans. And yeah, they're hurting people of all ages and all races. Okay, so they don't discriminate, right? They was hurting me ever since I was 6. Okay, so I was a child, and they was hurting many other children. I remember. So yeah, they can like control people. Like I said, using I think something like what we call a demon or alien parasite that makes the victim want to hurt themselves or others, right? So it's making me want to hurt myself or other people. A lot of time I was doing that, right? So, um, yeah, another demon possession, abduction stop until I pray Jesus Christ. So, yeah, it's like people don't think like, what would aliens in higher dimensions eat, right? So they probably eat something like energy, right? So yeah, they're tormenting us and sucking our energy. Just like how we need to slaughter animals, and then before we eat them, they need to torment an animal and suck their energy. They need to cause them pain and suffering and then suck their energy. Well, I think they also harvest their energy, like with their spaceships. The spaceship can't suck energy. So they're sucked with their mouths, or they use a spaceship to suck their energy. So yeah, that'll be hard to fight, right? I mean, can you imagine like cows, chickens, and pigs trying to fight us, right? Because they don't want to be eaten anymore and don't want to be slaughtered anymore, right? It'd be the same like trying to fight these advanced intelligent aliens. So yeah, I mean they could be more intelligent than us, like how we're more intelligent than animals, or maybe they're just more advanced because their technology or their civilization's older. The species is older, right? So that's why, like, they've been around longer than humans. So that's why they're more advanced. I don't know, or it could be both. So maybe they evolved to be more intelligent, or maybe just because their species older, that's why they're more advanced. Like they have more advanced technology. So like I said, I remember them taking me to other worlds, dimensions, right? And they were preying on these beings there, and so some of these worlds have like intelligent beings, right? Like they walk upright, they're intelligent like humans, but they weren't as advanced as these evil aliens preying on us. But they were intelligent, right? And they were preying on them. The evil aliens preying on them. And anyway, so these aliens in other worlds, like they didn't want to eat me, right? They were intelligent, but they didn't want to eat me. They were just curious. Like they were just curious and try to talk to me, communicate with me. Just like humans, right? Like when humans see an alien, they would try to communicate when curious about it, try to communicate with it, right? So not, I don't think all aliens, like I said, no, I don't think all aliens want to eat us, but some would, like these evil aliens in higher dimensions, right? So this is why I say it's either biblical, illusion farm, or simulation, and that's just how it is, right? That's just how it is, you know. Like when advanced civilization meets a less advanced always end up being exploited and taken over, right? Like with the Europeans and natives, like even humans do that to each other, right? You know, like with the Europeans and natives, and like with America, invading other countries and taking their resources and overthrowing the government, installing a puppet government, right? So, like Iraq and Afghanistan, America invading Iraq and Afghanistan, and so these advanced civilizations are preying on these less advanced civilizations, right? So that's just how it is, right? So that's why these advanced aliens are preying on us, right? Not only that, but they all see us as food. So these aliens are doing what like America is doing to other countries, right? But they're doing it to like other worlds, right? So they're like they go to our world and then they're exploiting us and trying to take us over, and then they would do the same to other worlds, right? Just like how America do that to other countries, like exploit them, take them over. But yeah, like how America wouldn't like they wouldn't invade, like they wouldn't invade China or Russia, right? Like they wouldn't do the same with China and Russia. Like they wouldn't try to invade them and take them over and exploit them, but they do it to weaker countries, right? So that's it's like these aliens, right? These advanced aliens, they wouldn't like go and invade another world and like a advanced civilization. They wouldn't go to another advanced civilization and try to take them over and exploit them, right? Because they're powerful, right? So they're do it to weaker civilizations, right? Like less advanced civilizations like us and other less advanced civilizations in other worlds.